Hi everyone, this is Kat Kahn from Bay County Public Library with another episode of Upcycled Origami with Kat. And this time we're going to be making little, very simple origami pandas, just like this. And this is another design that came from my origami calendar this year. Now I gotta tell you, it looks really simple, but there's one hidden little thing I'm going to tell you about. You do need to have the paper that has color on one side and blank white on the other because you need to have that contrast, as you see. Okay. Now you can use black paper, black and white, or red because we got red pandas. If you don't have this paper and you have difficulty finding it, please come and see me at Bay County Public Library Adult Services. Ask for me, and I can give you like 1 or 2 sheets of the black and white origami paper, okay? So, like I said, it looks simple, but we have one thing. On this design, at one point, you're going to be asked to fold these sides in by thirds. Not quite so easy. You wouldn't believe how many times I had to practice on that. So what I did is took my ruler and I measured across from corner to corner on the diagonal. So the measurement going across from this corner to this corner is 8 3/8 inches long. Then you divide that by 3 and you get basically 2 inches, 2 13/16 inches for 1/3. So you're going to mark your paper at the 2 inches 13/16 inch mark, and again at the 5 5/8 inch mark. Okay. So I've just got little pencil marks there to guide me today. Or you can do it in millimeters as well. Going across, it's 212 millimeters, and you'd mark it at 72 millimeters and at 144 millimeters. Now these aren't perfectly exact, but I've rounded up to the nearest next, and it works pretty well. That's the tricky part. All right. So what you're going to do is take this paper and you're going to fold it in half with the white side up. Fold it in half into a triangle. And we have done this so many times in other designs. So fold that in half, open it up, rotate 90 degrees, and fold it in half again. Okay, just like so. And open up, and if you've made your pencil marks, they're going to be right there. This is where what I do is I kind of hold my finger right there where I want to fold it, and use your crease lines as a mark, and fold that, basically that 1/3. And this one will go, again, just kind of watch your creases and make sure that you're using them to help line up everything to make them as straight as possible. There you go. Now you're going to fold these points out to stick out a little bit. They don't have to stick out too much. I do it just like that. Okay, so you have this point sticking out because it's one of the hands, one of the paws. Okay, and then you're just going to lift this one out, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. And if you want to be exact, you can again use your ruler to measure the space from the center crease to where you're folding. But I just kind of eyeball it, and it comes out usually pretty well like that. Okay, in fact, I need to use one just a little bit more. There we go. So, like so. Now you're going to fold this point, you're going to fold back basically right along these little corners. So it's going to look like that. Okay? And do the same thing with this one. So use these corners here as your guide. Like so. Okay? And you do want this one on the top because we're going to start making the head. What you're going to do, you want to make the little ears. So you're going to fold this black triangle back just along the bottom edge of that triangle, like that. And then you want to fold it back in just a real small fraction of an inch. So I've got, it's probably maybe 1/8 of an inch at the most. You can measure it if you want, but you just want to fold it back like that. There's the ear. And do the same thing on this side. And like I said, roughly 1/8 of an inch. If you need to use your ruler, go right ahead. So there are the ears. And now we're going to make the face. So you take that point there. You're going to fold this up, not too high. Let's see, we're going to do about, it's again going to be roughly 1/3, between 1/3 and almost half of the way up, like this. And then you're going to fold the tip down. You want to have some of the black showing, like that. And you fold that. And then you're going to fold this tip back up to make a little nose. Okay? There you go. Now, you do need to make the eyes. That helps make it really look like the panda. And that's where maybe looking at some of the photos of pandas that we have in a lot of books in our youth services department in the nonfiction. We have quite a few books on pandas with beautiful photographs and illustrations to help you. But basically, you're going to be drawing kind of oval eyes, and they're mostly like these big black patches on their faces, and you'll see when you look at the pictures. And so you're going to just kind of do this kind of eye, all right? And they're pretty big, so don't worry about being too small. And just kind of do an oval, and then their actual pupils of their actual eyes are towards the top of the black patch. So your eye would look something like that. And you'd have to do 2 of them. I always do them in pencil first because you never know when you're going to, like me, mess up. Because I am not a very good artist and drawer. And then you can use just a black ink pen to just color in and make those eyes. And you end up with a panda like this. I'm going to do this really quick, as quickly as I can, okay? I'm just going to do that real quick. Mine is not going to be a very beautiful job today, but that's why I do folding rather than drawing. Your little panda. So I hope you will have some fun. Remember to come see me if you want to get the origami paper to make these.